So let's talk about sound absorption panels. If you're doing any kind of audio recording or sound mixing for video or just audio, you're going to want your area treated with sound absorption panels. You want to avoid sounds like slapback or reverb affecting your recordings or messing with the monitoring of your mixes as you're editing. Now, putting up the sound absorption panels on your walls can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Professional options would sometimes have you use bonded sealing between the wall and a panel, or staplers or thumbtacks. Forget all about that. Those options leave permanent damage on the wall and your sound absorption panels. Today, I'm going to show you probably one of the coolest and easiest and simplest ways to hang up your sound absorption panels on your wall. Best part, for cheap too. So as you can see, I've already got sound absorption panels on my walls using the same method I'm about to show you. We're going to jump into my voiceover booth, aka my closet, and I'm going to change out the panels in my booth and show you how the entire process is done. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have some sound absorption panels, obviously. I've been collecting these over the years so I don't break the bank, but these are Orlex sound absorption foam panels. They work great. You could try to go with something cheaper or more expensive, but just make sure they're kind of on the thicker side of the sound absorption panel side. Once you have your sound absorption panels, then you want to start arrange them in whatever kind of pattern or design or where it's going to take up or occupy the space of where you're going to have these setting on the wall or your closet or booth or wherever. Once you have a good idea of how your pre-arrangement is going to look like, now you're going to get a cardboard box. Doesn't have to be anything new or fancy. You could probably go to Home Depot, and just buy a cheap cardboard box, but you want to cut them just to a smaller size of your panel or the grouping of panels. Repeat this step until you have just enough to match the size or to cover the area that you want to cover. So once you have everything measured up and cut to size, you're then going to spray the cardboard with an adhesive spray. Make sure you really get all over the cardboard with the adhesive spray, not leaving any dry spots or patches all over the cardboard. We want to make sure everything is sticking to this cardboard. And as always, make sure you're doing this outside so you're not inhaling the fumes. Now take your sound absorption panels, have them face down in the pattern and arrangement you want them set when they go on the wall. Now take your freshly sprayed cardboard and place it on the back of the sound absorption panel or the grouping of panels. When you do this, make sure you apply a lot of pressure between the panel and the cardboard so they can create a bond. Me personally, I like to put the foam on the floor and start stepping on it, walking on it, whatever. Stay on it for a couple of seconds so I really make sure it's getting the bond that it needs. Once you have that initial pressure set, you can leave it out there to dry for about 30 minutes. Again, do this outside and move on to the next one. Now with our panels properly aired out, we're going to bring them back inside and start prepping them to hang them on our walls. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use these. The 3M damage-free hanging poster strips. Why are we using these? Well, duh, because they're safe for our walls. That's why we're doing this entire video. Now, I got a smaller pack of these, but if you anticipate putting up a lot of panels in your area, then you might want to get more than one of these or maybe a bulkier pack. Now let's start placing these in the back of our cardboard. Break them up and peel off the red sticker end. This is the part that's actually going to stick on our cardboard. If you look on the back of the sticker, it says wall side. Obviously, this is the side that's going to go to the back of our wall. Put one on each corner, put one on the left, one on the right, and put one on the top and the bottom. If you feel like your panel or grouping is a lot heavier, feel free to add more. Once you have your poster strips placed on your cardboard, peel off the back end of it and get ready to place it on the wall. Bring it to the wall and push up against the wall. Press firmly. Now, I want to emphasize firmly. You want to have good pressure on these panels for a good 30 seconds to up a minute. If you don't, you're going to risk the chance of these panels falling off over time or shortly after you just put them up on the wall. Once you feel like you're good with that one, move on to the next. Repeat the process using your own groupings or arrangement. And when you're done, good job! Now you don't have to worry about your walls being destroyed. And if you did want to move your panels sometime in the future, well then the only thing you have to replace is this, the poster strips. That's it. Okay, so let's recap. What do you need? Poster strips, adhesive glue or spray, sound panels, and of course, cardboard. All right, guys, I hope this helped you out. I'll leave links in the description down below if you're just not, if you want to get the same thing, whatever. It's something you can find in a convenience store or Home Depot or whatever. It's not hard to find, but I'll leave links in the description down below. Guys, if you feel like this video helped you out, well then feel free to share this, Give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, guys, I will see you in my next helpful video. Bye.